The LifeCash Retired apps have been designed to allow you to model your client's lifestyle in retirement. The graphics on the user interface are now formatted from right to left to differentiate between the working apps. We are now simulating the client drawing on their assets to provide for their lifestyle and the process of drawdown from their asset tank. There are 3 apps: Retired, Retired Midterm Years, Retired Later Years. The Retired app alone can provide a good overview of your client's lifestyle and cash flow during their years in retirement. However, for a more detailed analysis, you'll need to combine the 3 apps to show the compound effect through each stage of retirement. The early spending years, the midterm modest years, the late potentially expensive later years where care fees may need to be considered. Let's look at an example. First, set the client profile in the Retired app. Enter the client's current age, tap Edit Profile. A slider now appears. Enter the client's age, tap OK. Now set Model to Age. In Model to Age, set the age at which the client has chosen to define as the point in which they will be reducing their spending. Typically, when they've had most of their expensive long-haul holidays, cruises, etc., and have chosen to spend more time at home and nearer to home. Enter the agreed age, tap OK, then tap Submit. Move down and set the agreed investment returns. Remember, these need to be set net of charges. Now agree the assumption for long-term inflation. From here, you need to add all the client's existing investments. Tap Edit Existing Investments. Enter all the client's assets, but not their main residence. This will be entered later, as it is not likely to be an income-producing asset, but will add to the value of their estate for inheritance tax planning purposes. Once you have all the client's assets added, you need to establish your client's lifestyle goals. Move down to Edit Cost of Living. Here, you need to add all of your client's living costs. It is important you account for everything. You will see we've provided a simple checklist at the side of the calculator as a guide to help you. With the annual cost of living now established, you need to determine how to produce the income required to provide this lifestyle. Move to Edit Income Details. Start by adding in the known annual income from the state pension, final salary pensions and annuities. If they are inflation-proofed or index-linked, you need to add them in the inflation-protected cells, otherwise add them to the drawdown cell. You will see the app works out the future value of the inflation-linked income, the income tax, and leaves you with the net disposable income. From here, you will immediately see the shortfall that needs to be met from income drawdown from the client's existing assets. Move to the center of the screen and edit retirement income. A quick look at the pop-up on the client's existing assets will allow you to determine the most suitable and tax-efficient assets to start drawing income from and how to apportion them between the clients if you are dealing with a couple. When you enter the drawdown amounts, you will see the app works out the cumulative effect of the drawdown over the life cycle of the plan, adjusting for inflation each year, so as to maintain the client's chosen lifestyle. To complete the process, edit the value of the main residence. The app works on the assumption that the main residence will keep pace with the rate of inflation over the life cycle of the plan. However, the value can be manually adjusted at each review meeting if necessary. You can now see a snapshot of the projected value of the estate. This will allow you to begin to work out any inheritance tax mitigation strategies or discuss with your client the ability to increase or decrease their lifestyle goals accordingly. Move to the top of the main screen to save the plan. So, the early spending years are now clearly defined. Let's move on to the midterm modest years. Tap Projected Value of Estate. You will see Export Data to Midterm Years. This now moves the accumulated assets, the value of the main residence, the the inflation-adjusted expenditure and the inflation-protected state and private pension into the next phase of retirement. From here, you need to edit the cost of living to take account of the more modest lifestyle your clients have chosen to adopt, reducing expenditure on holidays and entertainment, for example. You will then need to edit retirement income to fill the shortfall as you did previously. Again, move to the top of the main screen and save the plan. The second phase of retirement is now complete. Export the data once again into the Retired Later Years app to create a scenario around the last phase of retirement, including provision for care fees, etc. Save the final plan. Each plan can now be emailed for incorporation into a suitability letter or separate planning document. Decisions by the client on their risk profile, their investment strategy, and ultimately their lifestyle are made with the confidence of being fully informed about their financial planning in an easy-to-understand interactive format, which fully engages them in the process.